It started like any other day in the quiet suburban neighborhood, birds chirping, kids playing, and the usual hum of everyday life. I had just finished installing a new fence in my backyard. Nothing extravagant, just a basic wooden barrier meant to give my family some privacy and keep the yard contained. I checked with the local city regulations before building it. I made sure it was within height limits, color, and design guidelines. It was all legal, all compliant. But then, out of nowhere, everything changed. The very next day, I noticed her, the neighbor from hell, Karen, staring at my new fence with a look that could curdle milk. She approached my yard without any warning, her face twisted with disdain. Her words cut through the air like a knife. She declared that my fence was too ugly, and that I was ruining the neighborhood's aesthetic. She claimed it was a violation of some unwritten, unspoken standards of beauty that only she seemed to care about. In her world, apparently, a fence had to be perfectly matching, perfectly painted, and absolutely conform to her personal taste. She demanded I tear it down immediately or face the consequences. I was stunned. I had followed all the rules. I had checked with the city. I had gotten permits. My fence was sturdy, functional, and frankly, quite plain. Nothing that should warrant such a hostile reaction. But Karen was relentless. She posted on neighborhood forums, sent passive-aggressive emails, and even made snide remarks at neighborhood meetings. She claimed my fence was an eyesore, that it was lowering property values, and that I was personally ruining the neighborhood's charm. Her words were sharp, her tone condescending, and her attitude dismissive. I tried to stay calm. I explained that I had followed all local building codes and that I wasn't doing anything illegal or out of line, but she didn't care. To her, I was the villain, and she was determined to make me fix what she deemed offensive. Her obsession grew so intense that she started showing up unexpectedly in my yard, inspecting my property and making comments loud enough for neighbors to overhear. This was the beginning of a long, drawn-out battle. I knew I had rights, but her relentless harassment was starting to wear me down. I also knew I couldn't let her bully me into tearing down my fence just because she didn't like its look. I was prepared to stand my ground. Little did I realize, this was only the start. Karen's obsession with my fence was about to spiral into something much bigger, a full-blown neighborhood drama that would test my patience, my resolve, and even my sanity. And so, the story begins. The first blow was struck, her words, her accusations, her relentless pursuit of control. But I was about to learn that sometimes, standing up for yourself can turn into a battle you never expected.